They found a rolled-up rug in the attic. Cutting it open cost them millions. Ethan and Rachel Moore were restoring a 1920s farmhouse they had purchased in rural Pennsylvania. The attic, filled with cobwebs and forgotten boxes, held decades of untouched belongings from the previous owners. Among the clutter was a long, rolled-up rug tucked behind a wardrobe, wrapped tightly in canvas and tied with brittle rope. The rug was heavy and stiff from age. The couple assumed it was water-damaged or moth-eaten, maybe even hiding mold. They decided it wasn't worth unrolling carefully. With a box cutter in hand, Ethan sliced through the canvas, then into the rug itself to check the fabric. The blade ran deep, cutting straight through 2 layers of woven material. They unrolled it fully, expecting a dusty, ruined floor covering. Instead, they were stunned to find an ornate, vibrantly colored design still preserved beneath the outer layer. It wasn't just any old rug, it was clearly handmade, with intricate patterns and symbols neither of them recognized. Thinking they might have ruined something valuable, they took it to a local antique dealer. Within minutes, the dealer called in a textile expert. The news hit hard. What they had damaged was a rare 17th century Persian silk rug, likely woven during the Safavid dynasty. These rugs, often made for royalty or high-ranking officials, were known for their impossibly detailed craftsmanship and silk threads dyed with natural pigments. Experts estimated fewer than 50 of its kind remained in any condition worldwide. Had it been intact, it could have sold at international auction for anywhere from $3 million to $5 million. But the cut Ethan made had sliced through a central motif, permanently affecting the symmetry and artistic balance. Even expert restoration could not undo the damage. Its value had dropped to less than 1/10 of its original worth. The story quickly spread through the antique and restoration community. What made it even more painful was that the rug had been carefully preserved by the previous homeowner, who had wrapped it decades earlier to protect it from the elements. It had survived years of heat, moisture, and neglect, only to be cut open by someone who didn't know what they were handling. Ethan and Rachel were devastated. Their excitement over the farmhouse quickly soured, overshadowed by the irreversible mistake. They gave the rug to a museum specializing in antique textiles, where it was put on display, not for its market value, but for the story that came with it. A small plaque explained its history and the single careless decision that had cost millions. The Moores never looked at junk the same way again. They finished the renovation, but kept the attic untouched, leaving its remaining contents to be examined by professionals. Some lessons are expensive.